Y'all, one word of advice: don't become friends with your coworkers, because I just learned that it always ends in a disaster. As soon as you start hanging out with them outside of the workplace, soon as y'all become buddy and cool, it's always going to turn out to be a disaster. Especially when you're pretty, you got motion, you got stuff going on for yourself and stuff. People really be hating. And I hate to say it like that, but that's just the truth, like, honestly. And whenever y'all become cool, personal life and work life, it kind of like meshes. And you get into awkward situations where sides are being taken, or people just use stuff. Like, I don't know, people just use stuff against you. I just learned that that's, especially me being in the Navy, I see it all the time. Like, it never fails. Every time I get close with someone, unless you know that they're solid, they're a good friend, they're not like that, you really got to be smart with who you choose to be cool with outside of the workplace, because it just never ends well, honestly. Like, and then when it gets to that point, it's like you have to force yourself to be around them. So it's like you can't just be like, oh, I don't want to work with you no more. Like, you have to work with them. Like, unless you at a job where you can just quit, even though you know nobody should never quit because of that. But being in the Navy, like in the military, it's really like, no, I can't. You can't quit. You can't just be like, oh, send me somewhere else. Like, you have to work with them, and it become awkward, and then it just kind of it just messes with your work ethic. It just creates tension. Like, and it's like you never want to be there, and it's like you start hating work and stuff. So I ain't gonna go too much into detail, but that is like one of the biggest lessons I've learned in life. Really, just keep your coworkers at a coworker level. Do not become friends. Don't become besties. Unless, like I said, unless you really like that person is really cool like that, but it just never ends well from experience. I'm talking from experience, and this is just on my mind. So I'm like, I know people could relate to this. I know people could, hear me, and it's just valid. So yeah, guys, like, really don't do it.